to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and trends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show with Super Fast Tortoise. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we have the flow. Good vibes from head to toe.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Super Fast Tortoise in the Shell Morning Coffee Show. Hello, my creep. Hello, new peeps. Welcome. And let's just watch Hillbilly enjoy some coffee at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Enjoy that coffee. Oh, man. So, we have a full fun day ready for you for today's hour of a show. We got Hillbilly and Lone Wolf. Ruff, 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 ruff.
Oh!
That's
Good
right.
morning, everybody.
Good morning. I want to say thank you for stopping by. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed. I know a lot of you who watch are not subscribed and just chill in the background. Hit that subscribe button. It helps out the analytics, helps out the channel, does a lot for us. Yeah. But today is a very special day because Hillbilly, I don't know. I was going to make a joke about Hillbilly, but I can't think of a funny joke. How you doing this morning, Hillbilly?
I'm doing all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the vibe check today? Like earlier you were talking about Vivi being banned.
Yeah, I mean, it's just too powerful and standard. And I'm not the only content creator that is saying that.
Right. Ooh, we got something trying to pop in. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we got to, I mean, there's other content creators out there that's saying the same thing, that VV should be banned.
Ooh, Vivi should be banned. Hey, we got Shimanucci in chat. Hey, fellas. Hey.
Oh.
Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Hope you're doing good at work. You got Cane Shaker. Cane Shaker. Cane Shaker is awesome. He's amazing. Everybody's here is amazing. Cane Shaker is an OG from back in the day. Are people liking the difference? Well, the people I've showed the bracket system I designed to are liking it. They're liking the style of it. They like how easy it is to understand. How it simplifies the ideas, which is pretty cool. I even had someone tell me I should send it to Wizards and hope they use it.
Yeah, you know they ain't gonna do that. They don't care about the little people. Though they get most of the money from the little people.
Oh, you got it. Oh, we got Matt Saxon.
Hey.
Hey.
Better late than never.
Yeah, better late than never. You looking
Hillbilly, you can tell the missus I'm wearing her shirt.
Nice. It's funny because she was backstage not so long ago. She's wearing a Stitch shirt too.
Twinsies.
I do not have a Stitch shirt to wear.
What is wrong with you? You got too many turtles and too many Transformers and Jurassic Park.
That's right.
I wear loose pants like pajama pants.
Yeah,
I got Stitch pajama pants on.
Nice. You guys must have heard a funny joke because they left you in stitches.
Yeah, I reckon.
I'm kidding. But hey, I'm excited for today. We had to take the cats to the vet this week. Yesterday, we had to take 2 cats to the vet for their checkup. Today, we had our smallest cat go for a checkup. I tell you what, they're not cheap.
Yeah. I played a game against this one guy. He goes by Dread Return. Yeah. Boy, does he cheat!
Yeah, you should get that guy.
Really? I was playing against that Dread Return guy. He sacrificed a lot of creatures.
Yeah, he did.
Always bringing stuff back out of the graveyard and stuff. People shouldn't play with dead things.
That's right.
Exactly.
That kind of reminds me of the Holy Grail movie. Bring out your dead.
Yeah, I'm not dead.
That's right.
I feel happy.
That's funny. No.
Yeah.
So, man. Well, thinking about dead things, I am bringing something dead back from the grave. I'm going to try to revitalize it. Can you guess what it is?
No.
Can you guess what it is, Hillbilly?
Movers and shakers.
Well, that's later.
All right, then must be card of the day.
No.
Super Fast Tortoise here with the question of the day. The question of the day is, who is your favorite turtle or favorite character from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that you can't wait to see on a Magic card? Let's go.
Oh, question of the day.
Yeah, I'm going to try to
Nice.
bring that back.
Nice.
Yeah.
Answer this. I got to say, kind of like that smart, that one that smart one. Which one's that? That smart one.
Turtle? Donatello?
Donatello, yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking it was Donatello. I like him.
Yeah.
Always making those inventions and everything.
That's pretty cool. So, Tibalt, is there a turtle or a specific character from the turtle you'd like to see on a Magic card?
I want to say that it's probably not original, but Raphael.
Raphael.
I picture him being a Rakdos card, a red-black card. So yeah, I'm looking for that. I like Cane Shaker's answer though.
I want an awesome Master Splinter card. Whoa.
Yep.
Lone Wolf, do you have an answer? Do you like the turtles?
Yeah, it's probably going to disappoint you all. I've
Yeah.
never seen it, so I can't give you an answer.
What?
Get that guy out of here.
Jeez. How do I take such information?
Oh, I thought you dumped him.
How do I take such information?
Here's the perfect way to take it. Where do you tell him to start if he's gonna consume anything? What would you tell you to start with?
There's free episodes on YouTube, and if you got Mean TV tunes on Philo, you can watch them there at 11 o'clock in the evening, or you can watch them like 8 in the morning or at 4:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah, you should check it out, Lone Wolf. Pretty good cartoon.
Yeah, it's a fun cartoon. Like, it's funny, the later the episodes get, they get more self-referential in the show. Like, there's times they'll be like, how do you know that? Well, it's the title of the episode.
Yep. You should check them out, though.
Cane Shaker says, blasphemy! That's right. Well, to be honest with you, because I have seen some of the turtles for the deck, one character I want to see in the flesh is Krang in his big bodysuit, his big body robot.
Yep.
I want to see that. I want to see Krang.
I think Krang should be a creature,
Mhm.
and the bodysuit should be a equipment.
Or
Right, that'd be cool. I'd be down with that. But like, I'd like to see both. But you know what I also would like to see in the set is if they had a card that said destroy target creature or artifact, and if the Foot Clan were artifact creatures. Yeah, check it out. Question of the day.
You could also look up like Hank Shaker was saying. Look up the original movies. They got movies out, and
Yeah, the first one's the best out of the three.
oh yeah, definitely.
But knowing Lone Wolf, you might like the second one a little bit more because it's more animated in the context of acting. But yeah,
But I'd definitely check them out, Lone Wolf.
check it out. How can you be part of the creep if you're not part of the turtle crew? No, I'm kidding. Makes me feel bad.
It's a prerequisite. You have to do that to join.
Right. Well, right. The prerequisite. Yep. There's an application process. Have you watched the Ninja Turtles movie? Rejected. You will learn what a cricket bat is. That's right. You got to know cricket to know.
Yeah, nobody mentioned Jones.
Yeah.
Jones is.
You got to know what a crumpet is to understand cricket.
Should have
Or-
mentioned Davy Jones as being one of the characters too.
Yep.
That seems on theme for me.
Right.
What?
Or wise men once said, never pay full price for late pizza. Right.
Well, I think it's going to be a great set. I can't wait for it to come out. My only issue with Turtles is the size of the set. Other than that, I can't wait to get them.
All right. Yeah. No doubt. But hey, with that, my friends, we move on to this little doohickey.
Card of the day.
Ooh-wee. Card of the day is a card that I think Lone Wolf should acquire a copy of for one of his decks. Yeah. He's a classic card, originally printed from not Ice Age, but Cold Snap. That's his first appearance, this card. This is a reprint from MOC. I can't remember exactly what set that is, or if it's a commander set or not.
Yeah, it's one of the commander sets.
He costs 3 generic, a green and white. It's a creature, human, knight, ranger. So whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1 counter on that creature and a +1 counter on Juniper Order Ranger.
Oh, that's be great for my deck I'm trying to build.
Yeah, if you go Bant, that would be a good card for your deck.
Yep.
Because notice it doesn't say non-token creature. It says another creature. It can be any creature. It can be any creature. He builds up while your creatures go wide. Yeah. Pretty
It
solid.
does not. Yep. It does not trigger once.
No, it can trigger more than once a turn.
Yep.
Yeah, this was printed and designed before they put the once per turn clause in cards.
Right.
I mean, what was the year, like 2007, 2008, maybe 2009 when this came out? I can't remember.
Yep. They didn't realize how broken this cards like this could be.
Oh yeah, it's pretty nutty. Like in standard at the time, he was as good as a rare, like a rare card. No, nobody's playing it. My friend Andrew started playing this card. He's like, "Why is nobody playing this card? It's busted."
Yep.
But with that, we are going to get to the picture of the day. The picture of the day being pizza and coffee, breakfast of champions. That's right. I got to use the Pro Image tool today, and this is what it popped up. I'm like, hell yeah, it's a good looking turtle.
Yeah.
That's the kind of Ninja Turtle we want to see in a movie nowadays. It actually looks like the original turtle, even though this one has 3 fingers instead of 2. But yeah, that's a pretty good picture. I like it. Like, because like on Night Cafe, they give you some small rewards here and there for using it over and over again, and sometimes they're like, you get to use a tool prompt for free, like a pro version. So I use that. I use it up to make this turtle picture. It's pretty cool. Sweet. But then there's more people. What? There's more? Yes. So in Discord, there's this little room here called Custom Cards. We're trying to get custom cards going on so we can do custom cards. And Hillbilly designed this little fanatical of a card. Exile of Fate, he calls it. It costs 4 generic and a black, and it's a sorcery. He says the exile target player from the game. Sorry, you lose. Yes. I believe that's the wig Hillbilly wanted to get me for the 1,000 subscribers. Goal.
That'd be it.
That's funny. So if you guys want to participate in the question of the day or the custom cards, in Discord is the best place to put them. You can do video or text questions. I need to learn how to do the text questions better, but we'll prompt it up if you have a good question you want to ask.
Like it, quick call.
Everybody call.
Yeah, don't get no calls until I'm doing something. Then that's when my phone blows up.
It's like kids when their parents are doing something, all of a sudden they want them.
Yeah,
they want their attention.
Dang.
Mad Saxon playing with the graveyard over there. Don't drop the graveyard.
Nope, just the mic.
Wow,
Sorry about that.
It happens. It happens. You know, we're not all pros here.
Nope, too excited to type to TCG dude.
Yeah, let's catch up with that. The custom cards. Yeah, that was his idea. TCGdude came up with the idea for custom cards. I thought he'd actually be the first one to put a custom card. Yeah. Hell yeah. Well, welcome, TCGdude. Welcome, Cane Shaker. Welcome, Mr. Billy. Welcome, everybody in chat. Shamanuchi, you rock. You rule.
I downloaded it. I downloaded an app to my phone to be able to make custom magic cards.
Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I need to make a custom magic card. I didn't wonder if that program's still around for the computer where you make design custom cards. Because it's a lot easier than building a card from scratch on Illustrator or Inkscape. So let's get to the topic. Give me a sleeve. Let's get to the topic. All right. I asked Tibalt to be here because I showed him this picture too, and he actually liked it a bit. And yeah, because we were talking about this. Well, last night we talked about this because I got done, but I revamped it so it's easier to read and stuff like that. And basically I revamped the bracket system so it made more sense to readers, so it's more clear, I think. Even though there was a lot of more text to it than normal. But basically, I took this old bracket here and the new bracket system and merged them together, and then and input my thoughts on what made it understandable to me, and came up with this bracket system. Yeah. So we don't need to read all this because we read it last night. But basically, Expedition is explained very well. What I want to highlight is the 3 colored dots at the bottom. They explain the system a little more. For each bracket, like Core 2 is non-basic land base is a medium, meaning not a lot of your lands are fast lands compared to upgraded, where you can have more fast lands in there, and optimized is more optimized and stuff like that. So people I showed this to really enjoyed it. I mean, you know, you get a couple people who question like the idea of it or whatever, but then you got the people who think, man, this is good. And I've had one person said, you need to send this to Wizards, which I need to learn how to do that to see what they think. I posted it in one of the profs Discord pages on the general commander page to get feedback, and we had a person who liked it and a person who was questioning it. Yeah.
Well, to me, it's simpler because, like Cane Shaker said, a lot of words. But the way it's laid out here, it's easy to see right from the beginning where you want to go with your deck. Like, you know, I have a good deck.
Right.
So, or, you know, if I know that I'm going to play something that I want to win more, I'll go right to 4 and then read what applies there.
Right.
So, like I said, that was pretty well designed and laid out, I think.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm not looking for an ego boost here. I really worked hours on this project. A lot of it was copy pasta, where I was copying words and kind of mixing words up. Like I took like their thought, then I add my generalization of what makes sense into it. Because like each line of text is literally a line of text. Like I had to type in each line of text individually, so I couldn't just like type it in like a Word document. So I had to be very specific with it. But yeah, because I think even though it's a lot of text on here, like I said, once you read it, I think it helps you understand what's going on. And like I said, I've had a lot of positive thoughts on this, and that's what made me think about today and bring this up today. Because yeah, sure, we've all played board games, and we know some board games have rules text that are a lot longer than the gameplay.
Yep.
Like there's times we've read, like there's one game we reread rules on. It's about camel racing, and the textbook is so specific and long and hard to read. The gameplay is effortless and easy to play. You know, the rules of the game sometimes just the rules text is just sometimes more than what the card does, and that's what this is. And it's just, you know, someone who takes the time to read it will understand it. And I'm thinking about applying this to our Commander Knights. That's right.
My dinner's ready. My breakfast's ready. Gotta go.
Soup's on.
Soup's
Yep.
on.
It's my second breakfast.
Oh, that's right. But yeah, so yeah, like I just really took what Wizards gave us in the last two updates of the bracket system and just did my best to make sense of it. And like I said, people liked it, which is surprisingly the feedback. I know Cane Shaker said last night when I was talking about the bracket list before I updated the list to look as clean as it does. He says, you know, there's a problem if you feel like you have to correct what's there. You know,
I think the thing is, at least what I'm taking away from this whole thing is wording it in plain English also encapsulates the intent of it also.
right.
When you read this written out as a sentence or a brief sentence, it makes a little bit more sense than just the way they initially had it listed on the. And I know they said they were going to update and change their thing also or whatever, but just reading it in this format, it just seems a little bit more intuitive because you can, like I said, understand the context of it and the intent behind it, the way it's written out here.
I am.
And again, not try to stroke your ego and stuff. I can tell you it's terrible. But,
no, like the finishing touch was labeling each bracket, the theme deck function, more for the beginner, the good deck, more for winning and just for winning. That came out at the end. I'm like, this will kind of tell people the generalization of what the brackets are for.
well, and you've got it color coded too, which is nice because you can, if you know that you're playing more aggressive cards or whatever, you can look straight to the bottom and see what's restricted. It stands out in red, so you know right away what you can look for, what's important to you. Like I said, the first thing I noticed at the top was, what do I think my deck is? If I was a different type of player, maybe I would go straight to the bottom. It's the red would pull my attention there. And it's like, okay, what do I have in my deck? Okay, I've got like 5 game changers. Well, all right, that automatically moves me to 4.
Right. Cane Shaker says, I believe the non-basic line count may be a bit high. Well, it depends on the deck, but yeah, I generalized that one. So not enough room for basics. Not everybody plays basics. There's some people who have no basic lines in their deck, which we played against once, which was hilarious.
Suckers, that's what you play Button Moon.
Path Exile will do damage in a deck with no basic lands. Right. But yeah. So I think this is like I sent you a copy to Balt if you wanted to share it around, because I want to try to see if we can get this generalized. Because this is not for money or anything. This is just trying to fix the game I love to make understandable for boomers like me. You know.
Yeah, I got a question. Why ain't Wizards list like this as pretty as this one? All the blue, red, and all the other colors that's on.
Well, they do
Why
use
ain't
red.
Wizards as pretty?
Well,
They
let's
might.
back up for a second. The dark blue that the brackets are listed in are based off the original bracket color. The blue in the backgrounds to show you the separation of the brackets. You know, and I had to do some finagling to get them separated like this, and some changes that had been made. Like, you realize bracket 4 and 5 have wider frames than bracket 1, 2, and 3, so the text fits better. You know, it's just all trial and error now. And unlike people on a clock, I wasn't in a rush to do it. You know?
You didn't have to meet a deadline, you're saying?
Yeah, I didn't have to meet a deadline, even though I put a deadline on myself last night because I wanted to do it. But like, I was hoping to play some Spider-Man originally last night, but like by the time it became 7 o'clock, I barely got done with this. I'm like, my brain's too destroyed to play Spider-Man right now.
Well, it's not like you were racing to beat the next set of cards that was coming out.
Right.
That's what the Wizards folks are doing, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Right. And like you were mentioning earlier, the color coding on here is basically there. So like if you want to kind of skip down and look what the basics do, like what kind of basic lands, deck synergy and stuff is, it's there so you can skip down there. The rest is descriptive text to explain the bracket better. Right, no wiki. Oh. I've always looked at what turn a deck can kill someone as a good way to see how powerful it is. Bracket 2 can kill normally by turn 6-7. Bracket 3, 5-4. Bracket 4-5 very quick. Yeah. That's one way to look at it for sure. And that's kind of what this is to show you there.
That actually helps me, like I said, because of all the things that have been added and taken away or changed. The idea of when the game might end feels like something that I can hang on to better.
Right. Well, because that's one thing that I don't think the bracket systems tell you, right? Like the non-basic land-based, the deck synergy and theme synergy, and every one of these is there to tell you, explain to you what we're talking about, right? Like upgraded 3. We know your deck's a bracket 3. That's explaining you what's there, because what if you build a deck that's listed as a 3, but it's more optimized like a 4, you know, and you're like, well, where does this fit in? This will help you understand where this deck fits in better. Yeah, because, you know, deck synergy, the one thing they don't really talk about in these brackets, and I think it's important, like deck synergy for optimized 4, says card draw removal and mana fixing are very present in the deck and seen in gameplay, where deck synergy in core 2 is card draw removal and mana fixing are more present in the deck and seen in gameplay, but there's not as much as exhibition, where card draw removal and mana fixing are I can't read the word because on here it's smaller than it is my whole screen. But in the gameplay though, it's like smaller, and that's the kind of, because like, you know, the other day when we was talking about the bracket system, it says, Laura was explaining, like, it says, have you thought about making your own game changer card list? I have, but right now my brain is thinking one step at a time.
That would be rough,
right?
I think.
Right? Well, because if I would generalize some cards, like tutors, like even though some tutors cost more mana than others, but tutors I would think are game changers just in general. Even though there are some tutors that cost like 5 mana. So I could be like, tutors with converted mana cost 3 or less are a game changer. You know, I'd implement some of that stuff. Ramp like cost 2 mana or less is a game changer in a way, because it does change the game. Because like one of the things I work to optimize my decks for a bracket 3 or bracket 4 is I look for mana rocks or mana spells like rampant growth that cost 2 or less to put in my deck, because I hate looking at a ramp spell that costs 3 mana. You know, so I really put that into consideration. Like some in game changers, this should have some generalization there. Because one thing that is a game changer that no one ever talks about, because it's just a soul ring. Soul ring should be a game changer. Arcane Signet should be a game changer, because what? Turn 1, you got 3 mana turn 2, or 4 mana turn 2, you know? Because if you got land, soul ring, and signet, that's a powerful play.
Yep.
You know.
But one thing is the tutor restriction. They did remove the tutor restrictions.
Right. No.
And tutors, I agree with you. They should be game changer, especially if they're low cost and like you're saying. I agree with you on that.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, we also have other game changers besides tutors out there. It goes with, synergetic.
Right.
Some of the synergetic stuff needs to go into game changer.
Right, and when you read bracket 5, the bracket 5 for like game tutor restrictions and stuff like that, there's no restrictions on tutor restrictions, but where is it? The gameplay section down there, it says gameplay to be intricate and advanced with razor sharp margins for error. Players prioritize victory over everything else in the game. Then you look up the right above it says decks are designed to battle the CDH metagame with ability to win quickly or generate overwhelming resources, CDH knowledge, tools, and or deck lists. But like what it's saying is that like it pushes for that fast mana, that fast draw, so you can get your win cons done quick. Right. And I think that that's good in that aspect to tell that with no restrictions, and it kind of explains in your brain that you want the fast mana, you want those 2 mana drops. That's why like a 2 mana rapid growth kind of card, Farseek kind of card could be considered a game changer bracket or a game changer level, because like they don't do those much anymore. 2 mana put a land on the battlefield spells anymore.
I've got a question for you. Everybody's talking about tutors. Where does stacks fit into it? Are stacks pieces game changers, or you know what I mean?
Right. Well, I've played against several different stacks decks in my life, and stacks can go between a 3 and a 5 in no time, varying the deck build.
Right.
Like I've seen slow stacks decks and I've seen fast stacks decks. So varying on your intent and based off the explanations given to you, that depends on where you want to put it.
Yep.
Ryan Nowicki says the Commander Magda Brazen Outlaw is CDH because of the tutor. The Arkham Dagson guaranteed reusable tutor with a cheat out function. Yeah, that's a good way to put that freezing there.
Yep.
And that's what we want to explain in this bracket system. And this image.
That's what.
This image is on Discord if you want to use it and share it around, get people's eyes on it to see if they like it, if they want to use it, because I think this does a great job explaining the brackets, because this is how I've seen them. This is just this is the way I don't think everybody sees it.
Right.
But you were saying something, Billy?
No, I'm just agreeing with you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So yeah.
So
well, go ahead.
The next step in the evolution here, and this just occurred to me, so it's off the top of my head. Maybe it doesn't make sense yet. It could take a while. So what I'm thinking is, how do we formalize a 30-second elevator speech about what your deck does?
So the best way to explain it, like to explain the speech or explain this bracket system, is it's a commander guide to explain to you the intentions of your deck building, right?
I guess what I'm thinking though is more literally, how can I give you a 30-second elevator speech about my deck, whatever deck it is?
All right.
You know what I mean? Are there a general way that we could structure this where it says, hey, I feel my deck is a level 3 because I plan to win by turn 6. I have this, and this. You know what I mean? Right. I'm thinking of a generalized way to standardize. Boy, there's a lot of big words in there. Anyhow, a generalized way to standardize a description of the deck that would tell people quickly where it fits, instead of just saying group 3. It does get you there part way, but I'm just thinking, like, how can I standardize so I could say every deck I have, I grab a really aggressive deck, I can say this in 30 seconds. I grab a more janky deck, I can say this in 30 seconds and get that point across.
So I guess a 30-second thing, like if you want to say I have a bracket 3 card deck, it's softly designed, does pretty good. It has like 15-20 fast lines in it, and it's pretty efficient. The deck synergy is very high, and the theme synergy is there. You know, that's kind of the breakdown. Because deck synergy and theme synergy explain your deck. You know, because one of the things, the reason why I added the deck synergy and theme synergy is because one of the people we play the most will come in with like a bracket 4 filling deck and it says, well, it only has 3 game changers in it or less. You know, but you know they skip the intent, and I think what the bracket system here is explains your intent. You
Yeah.
know, that's one of the things. Like that one time you came in and gave me PTSD with a deck.
Only once I'm slipping.
That's right. Ryan Nowicki says elevator your own deck. You want to touch the bracket intent. That's right. And construction with key points of what you do and don't have. A 3-sentence description of the deck strategy as well, you know? Yeah, because like if you understand the deck, the bracket system, and the bracket system that I'm put before you, and I think it does it pretty well. You can say it's a bracket 3. It says the land base works so fast. I don't play anything by turn 6 or turn 2 very much, or turn 3 very much. I don't get any big spells turn 6. You know, it's all laid out here for you, so you got a basic idea. Because I really didn't change what Wizards is telling you. I just basically added more words that simplified their thought process. Because one thing no one ever talks about in the bracket system is deck theme, deck synergy. Because we know for a fact that synergy can change the power level of a 3.
For sure.
You know, you can have a core 2 deck with high synergy, right? That changes it to a 3 itself because the synergy works good. Remember your Merfolk deck that you said was a bracket power level 5 back in the day? It says Commander Salt says level 5 deck, but the synergy is high. And well, that day taught me that high synergy can change decks. And that
was my wife's deck. I don't know what you're talking about.
Right. but then there's 2 different synergies I bring up is deck synergy, and that talks about card draw removal and mana fixing, and theme synergy, right? Theme synergy is about what the deck does for the theme of the deck. Like sometimes that's reanimation, sometimes it's +1 counters, you know. Yeah, the theme synergy is there to explain the 2 different synergies because synergy is a topic that a lot of people don't talk about. And that's one of the things I wanted to hit at really hard in this bracket system is deck synergy and theme synergy. And that's why they're color coded. It's because I want your eyes to be like, oh, this is kind of what I'm looking at. You know, when you're talking about your deck, you said, well, it's a very synergized deck. The deck synergy is high, the theme synergy is high. Or what if you built a deck where the deck synergy is high, but the theme synergy is like off the wall, different, then it's low. So it's a 3 that acts like a 2 because the theme synergy is not as strong, but the deck synergy is strong enough to be a bracket 3. You know, because deck synergy is all about the cardboard and what the cardboard does. Theme synergy is about the creatures or the spell types or the mechanics of the card that work together. And I think that really pushes it there.
Yeah, you know? I do think there's a big delineation between the 2 as far as what that is. The other thing, too, and because we need to add more words to it. No, the other thing that I think is worth mentioning would be, do you cast spells for free and do you take extra turns?
Right. And I think that goes, and I think I say obvious nod, but, you know, some people might not be so obvious, too. Is, you know, free spells kind of fall into optimized in CDH because they prioritize winning over more stuff. And and trust me, I know I changed the words where like theme synergy is optimized in 4. It says winning and function. Well, in CDH, I changed the words around because this is function and winning because I think the way you word those change the meaning of how it
changes
works.
The intent.
Yeah. You know, because winning is what it is. That's why the theme over function for exhibition is there. It's because it's like, well, that's kind of what I want. A theme over function. I just want a high theme deck that's just kind of quirky. You know, more for the beginner core 2. You know, I think that was better for that. Like this is like a beginning deck. The good deck is upgraded 3, and I think we all have the good decks in our collection. But then when we want to optimize for better win rates, we go more for the winning for optimized 4, we try to push it there. Then you obviously got just for winning CDH. You just want to win,
Right.
you know. Yeah, because like this is a beta thing, even though it doesn't say beta on it. I mean, I tried keeping it so limited. Like it was someone else's idea to put in this commander guide for conversation at the bottom. I'm like, okay, yeah, I should put that there because it is a conversational guide. But this is also more for people understanding, you know, so people can level out their thought process and be on the same page. Because, you know, how many times, like it's like if I went to Architect and based my deck level on Architect, and you went to Commander Assault and based your deck on Commander Assault. Well, from my experience, I know Commander Assault likes to take like a higher powered deck and like dumb it down to feel less powerful on the Commander Assault, where I feel like Architect is pretty even about doing your decks, but I think it counts cards and what kind of cards are in your deck at the same time. Because, you know, I have an optimized 4 deck, which I don't think can go against a Commander Assault Power 5 deck. You know, or whatever Commander Assault does nowadays. I don't know. I haven't been on Commander Assault in a while because it just made a lot of things just.
Well,
it just took a lot of scores and dropped them lower.
I think that comes from a place of what the intent was for the website too. I think Commander Assault is for more aggressive players or more. I think the reason it dumbs it down is because it expects you to perform at optimized or CEH level.
Right.
And so if your deck doesn't fit that strong winning goal,
right,
I think that's why you maybe get those numbers. I think there's a certain amount of bias. I guess that's the way to put it. There's a certain amount of bias where some of these other sets, like just Rate My Commander and stuff, looks at it from the casual side. I think Commander Assault looks at it more from the competitive side, and that's maybe the disparity between the numbers.
Yeah, and what is it? Yeah, because there's another website you directed me to that you also used. And I was using that, and that felt more grounded on the power level of decks.
Yeah.
You know, I can't remember the website because
I think it was called Rate My Commander.
Yep.
Rate My Commander. Kane Checker asks, does anyone here think WotC should start labeling future Commander deck releases with a bracket number? They should.
Yep. I think they should.
They should.
Okay, so my only concern, well, I don't know. It comes down to intent, doesn't it? Because I was going to say I could see somebody getting a bracket. Oh, I bought this bracket 3. I changed one card in it. That one card maybe pushes it over, but I could see somebody trying to skirt by and min-max the deck by just saying, oh, this is and then blaming it on Wizards as in, oh, well, they gave me this deck and said it was this. I just switched out 2 cards, and like suddenly they're blasting you, they're pub stomping you right away.
Right. Well, here's the reason why I think Wizards doesn't put brackets on their decks is because if they came out with 3 decks in a set, and one was a bracket 2 and 2 a bracket 3, who would buy the bracket 2 deck when the 2 other decks are obviously better?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. You know, Ryan says Salt is not a straight power level indicator. It's a meta analysis for how much many people don't like these cards. That's a good idea. That's a good way to put it. Or drops it down to about
who in their right mind drops the power level of their deck? I don't know that person. I know the people that have claimed that. I don't know the people that have done that though.
Right.
I talked about that recently with somebody else about accidental overloads that people like just pub stomp everybody at the table and go, oops, I didn't know. Did I do that?
Right.
And it's like, well, you put the cards in there. You surely knew what you were doing. Anyhow, that was a whole discussion. That's something else entirely. But yeah.
Yeah, I remember one time Hillbilly and I were playing a Commander game with one of his used to be viewers. And they came in with a CDH level deck, but they changed the commander to a non-CDH commander and thought they would power down the deck enough that it would be an efficient deck, but they basically hosed the entire game.
Yep.
Which is another thing that, again, this is arguably supposed to be a casual format.
Right.
So that's, again, so we're going to circle back around to which turn you plan on winning by, I think is a very good indication in addition to this. And I do feel like if people were just honest about what they were trying to do, it would be better for everybody and less. So if I knew the game was going to end sooner, that was happening, if you told me right from the beginning that you were going to try to end the game as quickly as possible, I wouldn't have a problem with it, and I wouldn't leave salty because you told me that ahead of time, first of all. And I would know that we're going to get another game in, so I'm not going to be so mad.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know that we're going to shuffle up and play, and I'll be ready to play. But if you don't do that, you go off quick, I'm going to get up and leave. I'm not going to play again because, you lied to me or whatever the case may be. I'm going to feel salty. Whereas if you just told me ahead of time what to expect, I wouldn't mind as much. At least that's my personal feeling.
Right. And I think that's what this bracket system kind of does. It kind of gives you that idea, like someone says, I'm playing upgrade 3. You're like, oh, well, turn 6 is when things are going to start getting crazy.
Yeah.
Bracket 4, because that's one thing that came from the newest bracket system, which I think having a winner or loser by turn 6 is insane. But I kept it on here because I didn't want to change what they already have.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I think that addition was definitely good. Like I said, I feel like, I plan on going to turn 10. If it ends at 6, I'm fine. If you try to end it on 4, it's up to me to stop you.
Right. Gotta stop you. You got it. You got it, my friends. And with that, my friends, Hillbilly.
Yo.
Where were you?
Right here.
Look what time it is.
Oh, I know. I forgot. I forgot that it was.
What?
Give me a quick second, everybody. I'll pull it right up. Hillbilly.
Hey, you asked where I was.
Well, I was busy reading the screen.
Yeah, that's why I didn't remind you, because we was all into that.
All right, so we're looking at the weekly changes from the movers and shakers. Hooey! 30% at $60. We got Quantum Riddler. Man, I just need to sell this card quick or something.
It's a great card. Great for card draw.
When this creature enters the battlefield, draw a card. As long as you have one or fewer cards in hand, if you would draw one or more cards, draw that many cards plus 1 instead. That's pretty good.
Nope.
Oh, I got all these ads just dropping around. We got at 2098 plus 9%. We got Oger, Exonal, Deepest Might. Pretty solid. Then we got at 4% growing, $26.61. We got Ouroboros because we know Hillbilly wants that card.
Such a good card. Such a good
Love
card.
it.
Right?
Why ain't this a Hydra though?
Why? Because it's a plant worm.
I know you think it'd be a Hydra as powerful.
Have that subtype for sure. Yeah.
Right. Plus 16% good growth at 449. You got Basco's Collar seeing some play. I didn't realize that card was standard. Forgot it was standard, but it is in Foundations. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Then 21%. That's a growth spike at 350. We got Azure Beastbinder. Whoa. That's pretty solid. Then plus 18% at 380. We got Exemplar of Light. It's another Foundations card doing good. So whenever you gain life, put a +1 counter on this creature. Whenever you put one or more +1 counters on this creature, draw a card. This ability triggers once a turn. That's pretty decent. Get a free card draw if you gain life. Nice.
Yep.
Then at 20% at 320, you got Malcolm, Alluring Scoundrel. What? That's pretty solid. Siren Pirate. The picture shows a bird creature.
Sorry about that.
Yeah. Bird creature. Plus 2%, we got 2809. We got Cloud Midgar Mercenary. Whoa. That card is in pretty good. 2% at 2992. We got Loomer Bell of the Woods. Such a good card. I know this card because I play it. I got 2 of them from PAX, one foily. Woo. At 7%, at 531, we got Authority of the Consoles.
One of my favorite cards.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good.
I got the promo of this because when I came out of Kaladesh, that's when it came out.
That's awesome.
Such a great card.
One thing I do like about Foundations is them implementing the new enchantment frames. I like it. Going down, we got 6% at 32.79. We got Silichroma Synthesizer drop. Ban it. Why? That card will stay popular. No, I'm kidding. 13% low. 1202. We got Gwynam Remorseless dropping in price. Oh no, probably one of the best cards from the Spider-Man set. I see more people play this card than any other card from Spider-Man. Then down 2% of 7350 on HILLBILLY's wish list. You got the Soul Stone. That's on my wish list too.
Yeah. I mean, it's Black Mana Ramp and possibly Reanimation.
Right?
Yeah.
Infinity. Then down 3% on 4186. Got Bristly Bill, Spine Sower. Bristly Bill. Hi.
Quit going down, Big Bristly Bill. I got you. Don't go down.
Don't go down. I got you. There is a cap to some card prices. That is for sure. At 11% low, we got 1070 Norman Osborn. Pretty good. I wish I could flip the card to show you the other side, but I can't. But Norman Osborn's there. Pretty solid.
Yep.
Down 3% at 27.44. We got Traveling Chocobo. People like the card.
Great card.
You know, I'm surprised they didn't make a Chocobo that was just a Birds of Paradise on another bird.
Yep.
Would have made sense.
Yeah, would have.
Down 8% at 10.54. You got Roush's Theater.
Land.
Good land. There we go. Then down 5% at 17.57. We got Kato Bane of Nightmares. Whoa. Pretty good card.
I hate that guy.
Well, I got a fuller copy if you need it. I don't know
Those ninjas coming out there stealing all my stuff and messing up my plan.
No, well, he doesn't steal your stuff.
Well, I mean the ninjas that come out, the things that they sneak into the deck or whatever.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm like reading his text. I'm like, he doesn't steal stuff.
No. It's a good example of what the card enables.
Right,
Not
right.
necessarily that card. It's what it enables other cards to do.
Right. Down 6% and 14.18. We got Starting Town. Woo-woo.
I like that starting count card.
I want a Starting Town. It's basically an ETB tapped City of Brass.
Yep.
Or not City Brass, but Mana Confluence. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
All right, down 6% at 14.68. We got Molten Duplication. Molten Duplication is pretty solid. You create a token that's a copy of target artifact creature you control, except it's an artifact in addition to its other types. Then it gains haste until in turn. Sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step. Sounds very Tibalty.
I was just thinking, now I've got to go in and I've got to change all my prices again. Dang it.
Yeah, don't change the price. But all right, my friends. That has been the Movers and Shakers. Yeah. Hope you feel moved and your life's been shaken, before. Yeah, so good. Yeah. With that, my friends, now it is looking at the time. Well, let's catch up on catch up. It says, are you doing Movers and Shakers once a week or daily? Once a week. We didn't get to do them yesterday because we forgot.
Yep.
We were running late yesterday too. But anyways, my friends, we got to get to that one spot of the day where we hit this bumper.
Hit that subscribe button. Become a part of the creep.
Too much to take. Show is lit. MTG3, are you game? Rise, creep, rise. Building a following as we gain. Spitting fire like a dragon. No no one can bring us down. MTG3 in the house, we own this town. Ripping through the beats with a fury.
Yo, everybody, welcome to the shill section, the thrill section, where Lone Wolf, Matt Saxon, and Hillbilly go frilling because they're Dylan. I don't know. I'm trying to rhyme, but I'm really bad at it sometimes. And the other days, I'm really good at it. Anyways, we're going to start with Lone Wolf to start the shill section. I hope he's ready for all the stuff he wants to do. Let's go.
Well, I forgot the link today, but I just wanted to say thank you for having me on. Don't forget to check out Tibalt, and let's get Hillbilly and Tortoise up to 1,500 subscribers.
Yeah. All right, hold on. You can talk about your little doohickey. I can throw it in the chat. I just need to find the thing. Talk about your doohickey.
Okay, yeah, me and my brother have a GoFundMe to move into another apartment, hopefully before January. Right now, it is for moving expenses and down deposit, and anything over that just going to help us out a lot more with everything that's going on. And yeah, it would be appreciated if you just help spread the link or the word, or if you can help, that'd be appreciated too.
All right, there you go. There's a link in chat for you. All right, now with that, my friends, we're going to move over on to the crazy, the insane, the lunatic, Matt Saxon.
Well, thank you again for having me. I like the. I don't want to stroke your ego. It just whatever. But I do like what you did with the with updating the list there and making it more accessible, more easy to read, more easy to understand. Very cool. But I'm talking about my stuff. I feel weird out of uniform. What the heck? Right. Anyhow. To find anything connected with me, Tibalts Apprentice, Michael Mad Saxon Jones, go to darkritual.site.
The link is in the description below.
Links in the description, yes. And you can find my TCGplayer store there. You can find my blog. You can find all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out.
Check it out. That's right. Check him out. He has a store. And you know who doesn't have a store? Yeah, Billy.
Aw.
All righty, everybody. I'm going to plan on doing an afternoon stream at 2 o'clock, but today is Tuesday, so try to throw a Commander game in tonight also. That'll be around 7 o'clock. It'll probably be bracket 3, more than likely, and that's what I'm looking at is bracket 3 decks. So if anybody's
7 o'clock, what time?
7 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Central Standard Time.
So if anybody is interested in playing the game of Commander tonight, make sure you are part of my Discord or Tortoise's Discord. Because me and Tortoise, we converse all the time, and if the sooner you get a hold of one of us that you want to play, we can save you a seat at the table. So just make sure you're part of the Discord, you can get a hold of us.
Sounds good.
That's all I got to plan today.
Nice. Well, everybody, it's Super Fast Tortoise, and I don't know if I have any plans between 3 o'clock and 7 p.m. to do anything, but if I do, just make sure you subscribe and have those notifications turned on. So if I do go live at all today, you'll be notified, and you can watch me. Go crazy. Go nuts. Go nuts for coconuts. But with that, I want you to check out Hillbilly's game tonight. If you can, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, tell them I sent you. Yes. And with that, my friends, I want to thank you all for being here. Everybody for being on the show. Hillbilly, Lone Wolf, and Matt Saxon, thank you for being here. Everybody in chat, you rock, you roll. I want to thank you channel members and subscribers for growing the channel and helping out the way you do. I want to remind you that you're loved. Someone's thinking about you. And if you can, say and or do something positive for someone else today, because you might be the change they need today. And with that, my friends, we got to get to the end section. I want to thank you, channel members of the channel, for supporting this creep the way you do. You are awesome. And you subscribers, everybody that subscribes, you're doing amazing too. Thank you very much for all that you do. Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up.
Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and share good vibes and good times. Friends and friends that bend the senses. Let's get a bit senseless. Welcome to the morning coffee show, where we bring good vibes and good times. Welcome to the morning coffee show.